Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another guided message. This is going to be for my Geminis. If your sun, moon, or rising just so happens to be in this gorgeous sign, this message is divinely for you. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know it's rough. I know it's a little bit weird right now. It's just so crazy with everything happening in our world, and I get it. There's a lot of anxiety. There's just a lot happening, but we're going to get through this. We're going to be okay. We're going to come out of this stronger than ever. And I hope that we come out of this and we treat our planet better, because when I'm telling you, all of these animals, nature is so happy that we're locked up. All the wildlife animals, when I tell you I've seen so much, I've seen so many exotic birds in my backyard. I've never seen these birds before, okay? When I tell you animals are like, yes, the humans are in the house. I already pulled out 3 cards for Gemini and what is surrounding you guys. This is going to be a general message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign. We're going to be seeing the energy that is surrounding Gemini. So while the animals are outside living it up because we're locked up in the house, we're just going to quarantine and self-discover and heal within ourselves, and that's really all we can do until everything passes over. I know that this too shall pass, but this is just what it's gonna have to be, okay guys? So I already pulled out these 3 cards because I shuffled the cards and I did everything necessary, but the camera died, so now I get to use the cards that were pulled before the camera died. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the 7 of Swords, Gemini, and we also have the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is in the past position. So what I'm seeing for Gemini in the month of April, 3 of Pentacles is here. So again, I do feel like you guys are creating. A lot of people are in the space of creating, in the space of reinventing themselves, in the space of starting over, okay? And nothing wrong with that. This is actually a beautiful time to plan, to manifest, and to bring things into fruition. That's definitely what I'm seeing for Gemini so strongly. So I'm actually very excited for what you guys are about to create and what you guys are about to manifest. So on a work side, I feel that a lot of you are getting inspired during this time. And it's because 3 of Pentacles is here. It's collaboration. It's maybe starting a business with someone you trust. It could be learning a new skill. It could be realizing that you need to come back to yourself. You need to go back out there. You need to remember who you are. Okay, Gemini? I'm also seeing that the Queen of Pentacles is here too, because you guys are also being called to take care of yourself and to nurture yourself and to make sure that everything is being ran smoothly in your household. Do you have groceries? Is the car working? Are the oil change? Is there gas in the car? These are things that Gemini, you are being called to focus on in the month of April. Your well-being and security is really what's important. Now, there are a lot of people that are experiencing not having a job, being laid off. It's just really scary right now, and I get that. So I feel that a lot of Geminis are going to be very, very focused on what they can do to be okay. Like, it affected me. It's affecting everyone in a very weird way, but it's calling us to come back to ourselves, and it's calling us to plan ahead. So I'm guiding all of you guys to please be mindful of your spending. I've been saying this on all of the readings because, mind you, we're all under this cloud, whether you're an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Gemini. We're all under this looming energy of we're going to see a lot of sales. We're going to see a lot of great opportunities to buy big purchases, buy big things, but it's not worth it because it will backfire, because you're going to need that money to buy food. So please make sure you spend your money on essential things. And even if you buy something for pleasure and things for yourself, make sure that it's not a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to treat yourself, but don't go overboard, because you are going to need that money within the next 5 weeks is what I'm picking up. We also have the 7 of Swords as well. I do feel like a lot of Geminis are also walking away from relationships, or definitely keeping to yourself, or you have your eye on a situation that hasn't been sitting well with you. The 7 of Swords is here saying that you're going to start seeing the things come out. You're going to start seeing the truth be revealed. So please be very mindful, Gemini. Keep to yourself and pay attention to how things unfold, because more information is going to come out. You have been looking for the truth, and you're going to receive those answers, Gemini. So I feel very, very strongly for that, and I feel very positive about that. Okay. What are some more messages coming through for Gemini? More messages coming through for Gemini. Gemini. Okay. We have the King of Wands. Okay. King of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. The Three of Swords. So, okay, Gemini. Now, this is a general message. This message may or may not apply to all of you, but please grab what resonates. Gemini, you could be running into a situation where you're choosing the same type of partner over and over and over and over. And I do feel like you guys are trying to manifest a new relationship or new love, wanting to step in. But the problem is when this person comes back, when this person realizes that you're pushing yourself away, they come back and you don't really necessarily know what to do. And what I'm seeing for Gemini is that you guys are going to manifest a really good man or a really good woman, a really good partner that has a lot of love to offer. They could be a fire sign as well. But just when you're about to commit to someone that has a lot to offer you or to bring to the table, you're going to slip back into this person, your person coming back, and you're not really going to know how to say no to this person because there's this connection, there's this bond here, there's this soul tie here that it just pulls you in. The song that I kept thinking about is that Lauryn Hill song where she's like, I keep letting you back in. Y'all know that song? And when I try to walk away, you hurt yourself to make me stay. This is crazy. Like, that's the vibe that I'm picking up on. Like, when you're about to walk away, he does the most, and now you feel inclined to be there for him. And that could be happening during quarantine too, where it's like, I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to do this right now. I don't want this energy, but I don't know where to go. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? So you become slave to their needs, despite what they've done to you, despite the betrayal or whatever it is. Okay? So for some Geminis, please be very mindful of that. Please be very mindful that all that glitters is not gold. Okay? And I want you guys to be more open to the opportunity of this new love coming in rather than new love coming in, but then you jump back into the person that broke your heart in the first place. So be very mindful of that because we do have a lover's quarrel that could be developing. And if you're not careful, you could end up getting the short end of the stick. I don't want that for you guys. So just be mindful of that. For my Geminis that are in happy relationships, I'm seeing for you guys that pregnancy can happen, love can happen, and a new form of commitment can happen too. So you know what, Geminis, I always pick up on two different types of Geminis. The Geminis that are going through it and the Geminis that are rediscovering themselves, or a little bit of both. So this is what's great about these readings. Please just pick and grab what resonates. But I am seeing that love can be deepening. Okay, so just, you know, enjoy it, but be very mindful of pregnancy if you're not trying to get pregnant during this time. Okay, so that's what's coming through in this reading as well. What else is coming through? Gemini, you're being called to pay attention to your finances and to plan accordingly surrounding your finances. The 10 of Pentacles. I actually feel that, Gemini, you're going to get an increase in money, or money is going to be coming in. So that's actually great news for Gemini. I feel very strongly about that. Money feels abundant, and I do feel like it's because you guys are doing what's necessary to bring a lot to the table. Even if you've gotten laid off, you're becoming very creative on how you're going to provide for your family. So I feel, Gemini, that you're going to surprise yourself on how much you bring to the table when your back is pushed up against the wall. Okay, so I am excited to see what Geminis create, because you guys are on the brink of creation and just doing more for yourself. So I do feel that, and I do resonate with that. Sorry that the camera was crooked. All right, so what are some love messages coming through for Gemini? Because the reading kind of turned into a love reading, because there is like making decisions surrounding love that's coming through. Okay. Healing family issues. Okay. A focus on family is going to be happening in the month of April. We also have the trust card that comes through. Okay. I kid you not. I know I wasn't tripping. Heart-to-heart conversations is also coming through for Gemini. I know I wasn't tripping. I know I wasn't not hearing things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt it, that just when you're about to make a good decision, something reels you back in and you're right back where you started. So be very careful, because I also feel that this time is very sensitive for you. Like, you feel vulnerable in a way. So be mindful of that, because everything that glitters is not gold, okay? Also, let go of control issues. Like, this person, whoever this is, this karmic relationship, they pull you in. And you think you're strong, but when they pull you in, it's like, damn, how do I shake that off? I feel that for you guys. I feel the fear that's surrounding that. So be very mindful of it. I see it, so heads up. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Oracle messages. Sorry about that. Oracle messages, what's going on? It ain't working. It ain't working. And when I try to walk away, you hurt yourself and make me stay. This is crazy. This is crazy. Alright, so let's get into a more spiritual message that's coming through for Gemini. Gemini, despite the lover's quarrel that could be happening, you are still being called to honor and take care of yourself. That is heavily in your reading right now. We have the Goddess card, we have the Garden, and then we also have the Skite. So when I see the Goddess, we just had a full moon the other day. And that full moon in itself was very powerful, and it called a lot of people to take care of themselves and to honor themselves in the best way possible, okay? That's what I'm feeling and sensing for you guys. Let me put it closer so you guys can see, okay? So with the Goddess card here, you guys are being called to remember your strength, to remember that you're beautiful, to remember that you're worthy, to remember that you have a lot to offer, you have a lot to bring to the table. It's just very easy to forget your strength and to forget your power when you're in this tug of war, when you're fearful about money, when you're fearful about where you're going, when you're fearful about how things are going to move in your favor. Okay, and I understand that, but remember that you're beautiful. Remember who you are. Remember that you have a lot to offer and you have a lot to bring to the table. Okay, the Garden card is here as well, because I do feel that you're in a space of abundance. Even though love life can be a little shaky and it feels kind of shaky right now, there's a lot that you're about to manifest. There's a lot that you're about to bring to the table, and I really want you guys to focus on that, because the love part, we can't necessarily control it, but what we can control is what we're bringing to the table and what we're trying to build. So that could be starting up that business, that could be creating, that could be writing that music, that could be starting that podcast, starting your channel. You have to find your strength again. I know that you're going through adversity, you're going through hard times, you're going through maybe some weirdness surrounding family, relationships, whatever this is. Don't forget that you have a goal and you have a lot to bring to the table. Another thing that I'm also seeing is that we have to allow things to die. We have to let things go when it's becoming toxic and consuming of us, okay? That's what this card is representing. Embrace the death that is coming through, not of people, but of a situation, okay? Not of people, I'm not trying to scare y'all, but of a situation that is no longer serving you or doing you any justice or service, okay? So I feel that love wants to step in, but in order for that love to step in, you guys have to release and you guys have to let this go, okay? So I don't know why my camera keeps moving to the side, but I think the message still applies. I apologize for that, because every time I move it, it's like, nah, I want to go over here. And I'm like, fine. All right, so let's look into some angel messages that are coming through for Gemini. I'm so happy to be reading for you guys. I hope you guys are okay. Leave a comment down below. Have you been dealing with like a lover's quarrel, or thinking about an ex, or someone coming back? Have you been dealing with that? Or have you been alone and maybe you're kind of succumbing to the energy of reaching out to someone that you know would be available to you? Because I do feel like a lot of you guys are alone. Even though you're creating and building and manifesting, a lot of you guys feel alone. So don't make any bad choices because you're alone, okay? I don't want you guys to make these decisions and then you regret it when this quarantine is over. Be careful. Okay, so let me see. Go for it. So when it comes to your dreams, please go for it. Please do what's necessary to bring everything into fruition. You can do it. It's not out of your reach. Go for it, okay? That is what this message is saying for you guys. Go for it. The next card that's coming through for you guys. We have change in direction, okay? I love this card. Change in direction. Beautiful. So on the card, it says, the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected and now and in the future. So follow your path, and basically you will have a beautiful, happy outcome. Beautiful. So don't make the same mistake in going back to somebody. Don't make the same mistake in giving this person a second chance. Just accept it for what it is. Accept the ending and let new love step in, okay? Okay, Gemini. Last message that I'm seeing for you guys. Last message. I see giving and receiving. You guys are going to be manifesting something, or you're manifesting something. You're bringing something into fruition. So what are you guys bringing into fruition? What are you guys creating? I would love to know what you guys are trying to bring to the table, because there's a lot that you guys are creating during this time of being to yourself and quarantining. Is that a word? Quarantining. But I do feel like you guys are in this like rediscovering who you are, rediscovering your talents, rediscovering how blessed that you guys are. So yeah, very beautiful, straight to the point reading, but just don't let temptations take you off trail. Okay, you have work to do. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. Please be safe. We're gonna get through this. We are gonna get through this. All right, guys. Mwah. Bye.